The equipment manager hands you a black trash bag. Not a locker assignment, not a playbook, a bag. ... That's how you know. But this isn't the ending. It's barely the middle of what actually happens to you. 15 years before this exact morning, a number gets attached to your name that you won't hear out loud until today. 1.6%. Remember that number. By the time this video ends, you'll understand it means something different than you think it does right now. Right now, you're not 23, you're 8, and your father is kneeling in wet grass, double knotting a pair of cleats you'll outgrow before Christmas. Level 1. The Pee-wee Kid. You're 8 years old. 3 million kids lace up for tackle football in America this fall. Nobody tells any of them the filtering has already started. Your helmet is a size too big. It slides forward when you look down, so you learn to keep your chin up, which the coach mistakes for confidence, and writes in a notebook you'll never see. ... You score a touchdown in week 3. Your father is louder than the referee. What nobody mentions on this sideline: somewhere, a camp organizer is already building a mailing list with your name on it. You haven't done anything yet. You're already a customer. That's level 1. Level 2. The travel team tryout. You're 11. This is the first list in your life with your name possibly missing. You scan it slowly, bottom to top, because bad news hides better at the bottom. Your name is there. A kid named Danny, the fastest boy in 4th grade, isn't. Danny plays soccer instead. Nobody makes a documentary about the kid who quietly chose the sport that didn't cut him. Maybe somebody should. His story ends happier than most of the ones on this list. The filtering has a name now. Talent evaluation. Clean word for something that quietly ends careers before they start. That's level 2. Level 3. Freshman year. You're 14. 1 million high schoolers play football in America this season. The weight room opens at 5:45 a.m., which means your alarm goes off at 5:10. In the dark, in a house that isn't awake yet. You bench the bar, just the bar, 45 pounds of humility, twice a week, before first period even starts. ... You don't start a single varsity game this year. But here's the part that doesn't show up on a highlight reel. The equipment manager learns your name before the head coach does. That tells you exactly where you rank, and you're the only one paying attention to it. That's level 3. Level 4. Junior year. You start every game now. You're 16. By October, envelopes arrive with university crests stamped on the front. Your mother stacks them like overdue bills. 250 schools send a letter like this to a kid in your position this season. 11 will still care by signing day. You don't know which 11 yet. And neither, honestly, do they. A recruiting website gives you 3 stars out of 5. You check the number more than you check your phone. Somewhere, a company is selling your parents a $400 exposure package to a scouting event you didn't need. They will buy it. Love does strange math. That's level 4. Level 5. Signing day. You're 18. Only 6.5% of high school football players will ever play in college. At any level, you're about to become one of them. And it feels less like winning and more like surviving a cut you didn't know was already happening quietly in the background. Add it up now, if you want the real number behind today. 4 recruiting camps. 2 scouting subscriptions, 1 exposure event in a city you'd never visited. None of it guaranteed anything. All of it got paid for. ... The camps make money whether you get a letter or not. That's the part nobody says out loud at the signing day table. The on-ramp to this dream is also a business. And you were a customer long before you were ever a prospect. This is the climb. You reach for a hat. Your hand shakes slightly. The camera catches it. Nobody in the room mentions it. Everyone saw it. That's level 5. Level 6. Redshirt freshman. You're 19. You practice every day against players who'll start on Sundays in 3 years. You don't play in a single real game this season. The NCAA calls this a year of development. You have a different word for it, but you never say it out loud. The depth chart lists your name fourth. Fourth means invisible on Saturdays. Fourth means essential on Tuesdays. When someone needs a body to hit. ... Remember that number from the beginning? You're not thinking about it right now. Nobody at level 6 ever is. That's exactly when it's working against you the hardest. That's level 6. Level 7. Junior year. The breakout. You're 21. You start every game. Strangers on television discuss your knees like they own stock in them. A scout times your 40-yard dash from the stands with a radar gun. Without asking, you pretend not to notice. You notice everything. A stranger with a clipboard now has more information about your hamstring than your own girlfriend does. Nobody finds this strange in this building. You're starting not to, either. Your name appears on a list of 250 draft-eligible juniors weighing whether to leave school early. You're 7th from the bottom. You read it as 7th from the top of something else entirely. That's level 7. Level 8. Draft night. You're 22. 16,200 college seniors are eligible this year. 259 will hear their name called across 7 rounds. Behind those 250 scouts is an entire economy that never touches a football. Cap analysts, insurance underwriters, marketing agents, pricing your body in dollars before you've played a single professional down. ... Your phone stays face down because you can't watch it ring and not ring at the same time. Round 6. Pick 191. Your phone lights the tablecloth orange before you even pick it up. That's level 8. Level 9. Rookie training camp. You're still 22. 90 players report. 53 will make the final roster. 37 men in this exact building, eating the same cafeteria chicken as you, will not have a job in 6 weeks. Not even the coaches know which 37 yet. You learn a playbook thicker than your high school yearbook. In 11 days. Because the veteran ahead of you learned it in 9. ... Your left wrist still carries the same watch it carried when you were 8. Everything else about you has been rebuilt twice. Remember that number one more time. You're about to find out exactly what side of it you're standing on. That's level 9. Level 10. The final cut. You're 23. A text at 6 a.m. asks you to bring your playbook to the equipment room. Nobody who's staying gets that text. You know before you open the door. The position coach's face tells you before his mouth does. It always does. The equipment manager hands you a black trash bag. The same bag from the beginning. You're back where you started. ... But here's the twist nobody explains about the other side of that number. Say the coach doesn't call your name today. Say you make the 53. The average NFL career lasts 3 years. 3, not 15, not 10, 3 years. And then you're standing in a different parking lot. In your late 20s, looking for a second career nobody trained you for. Making the team was never the finish line. It was just a different clock, ticking faster than the one on your wrist. The bag comes for almost everyone eventually. It just comes at different times, wearing different names. That's level 10. Somewhere right now, on a kid's wrist, a Casio F91W is ticking. He doesn't know yet what 1.6% means. He doesn't know the bag comes for almost everyone. The cut kids at 11. The ones who make the 53. All of them, eventually, one way or another. He'll find out the same way everyone else did. One level at a time.